person round going, ooh, a Star City Games premium advertisement. I can talk about this right now. It's great. You should buy it. That's the whole sell.
Well, you can become a Star City Games premium member for just $7.99 a month. And besides content from some of the best writers on Magic on the planet, including Sheldon Memory, Emma Handy, Paulo Vito, Dominic Rosa, Jerry Thompson, Cedric Phillips, you get exclusive benefits, including 5% off sealed product, 10% off singles, and 15% off supplies across the entire website. So go and subscribe today.
Crushed it, man. Yeah. Wily Goblin about to crush it this game here for Daniel D'Amato. Gonna make a little token, little treasure token. Search for his content in the old God Pharaoh's gift deck. That's kind of an interesting addition. Here is Champion of Wits. That's going to be a draw 2 discard too. See how well I remember these cards. Okay, Angel of Invention and God Pharaoh's gift in the graveyard, and there's a refurbish in hand. That's pretty good. That's a land. This is a Wily Goblin. We could have Muxus on turn number 4 here pretty easily, folks. Wily Goblin, going to make another treasure token. Search for his content, going to trigger. Seasoned Hollowblade. Ooh, discard outlet. That's new. Okay. All right, see, I'm putting the pieces together here for Piper Powell. This is a refurbish on a God Pharaoh's gift. Bring it the beat back. Trigger. Angel of Invention. All right. Let's do this. Fabricate 2. Put 2 counters on that. Okay, so in for 6, lifelink. Okay, here's some beatdowns. Chandra. Okay, 6/6 on turn 4. I'll meet you with this thing.
Everyone's just bringing their best stuff.
Okay. Couple matrons along with the war chief. Okay. That's not bad. Gonna do a little fourth wall breaking. I don't know if our director can hear us, but I can hear him. So
yeah.
So Dan the man, if you can hear me, I can hear you.
Getting some giggles in my headset.
I am too.
Getting some chuckles.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, a Trash Master. Mux is feeling it. In for 9. Good block. Healthy block.
Love that block.
Yeah. Search for his content. Trigger. Seasoned Hollowblade. Bennett. Draw. Strategic Planning. Champion? We're probably looking for another Angel if I had to guess.
It's already... I think it's already rolled up here.
You think it's just game?
No, I'm saying that the Angel's already rolled up.
Oh, I missed it. Okay. Well, we got another one. Is that just 14? That's just flat 14. Okay, cool. And you draw like that, deck looks pretty good.
Well, it's not like Goblins has a lot of pieces to break up that sort of stuff, right? It was just a race, and you can't... If you're a Goblins player, you can't complain about how that hand could race. But God Pharaoh's gift just a little bit faster.
Yeah, Angel of Invention, the ideal card. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, let's take a look at this board. Looks like we got some Graph Triggers cages coming in real quick. Wrath of Gods hanging out over here for our God Pharaoh's gift player, Piper Powell. Currently up a game with that Azorius deck. Patrick, chairs. You want to do the Karnak set or should I?
I'll do it. Karnaks. Okay. They're really comfortable. I wish I had one. And honestly, with the amount that I do promotional material for them, I'm surprised I don't have one. But you can get one yourself and save 10% over at checkout by using the code SCG. So karnax.com/SCG. Use that URL. Get 10% off one of these chairs. Where's my chair? And to the point about it being fourth wall breaking, my idea is to bombard the director with inappropriate comments so frequently that it's no longer considered to be fourth wall breaking. It's just part of the show.
Ah, that's smart. I like that. That's an interesting strategy that I can just fully get behind.
I have a saying when it comes to game design, which is the first time it's a mistake, then it's precedent. You know? Like you do the thing and it's a mistake the first time, but then it gets referred to as the template going forward.
You know what? I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's not a hard sell for me. See, these SCG Tour shows, you see how we're dressed. You've got your Denver Nuggets hoodie on. I've got my Coalesce Mall Rootwater shirt on. You know, you're in the furnace room. I'm in my bedroom, which the furnace is on. It's extremely hot in here, and I need to turn it off. It's more of a casual approach, which means I call it breaking the fourth wall. You just call it conversation.
I I want you to see how I live. That's part of this too.
Yeah. Let him know. Skirk Prospector to kick things off here.
You think your favorite personalities are just like, you know, in mansions and Benzes or whatever? No. I'm in the furnace room calling this. I slept 90 minutes last night.
Yes.
90.
I slept for 3 hours.
I'm going to be here. I just found out this thing is nine rounds with essentially a top 16 for the purposes of coverage. I'm going to be here all day.
Yeah.
And I have to turn off the furnace or else it's too loud. So it's getting cold. My feet are cold already because I didn't bother to get socks. I want you to see how I live.
Dude, you got to bring a blanket into the equation. I got a blanket underneath my computer desk right now. It's always ready. My Cleveland Cavaliers championship blanket is just always here.
It's not like it's like unprofessional for effect or whatever. It's not that sort of a thing. It's an honesty to it. If nothing else, can we be honest with each other?
I think it's important now more than ever.
It's crystallized the significance of it.
Yes. Authority of councils. It looks like it's going away. And yeah, easy turn for Muxus. Daniel, finish them. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5 because of War Chief trigger. Okay, see ya.
Well,
see ya.
That's a hoot.
Okay, bye.
Smell you later.
Yeah, that should be plenty. All right. Well, game number 2, or excuse me, 3, coming right up. We're gonna have another ad here in just a moment to go over. My favorite part of the show. Oh, baby, there he is. Take it away.
Sullivan Satchel, brought to you by me, Patrick Sullivan. Over at Star City Games Premium, you can send your questions to mailbag@starcitygames.com, or you can DM me at Twitter at Basic Mountain. I go through these questions. I answer some of them. They don't necessarily have to be Magic related. And also, the question of the week selected by me, purely at my discretion, receives $25 in SCG credit. I cannot believe that we're approaching 1 year of this column existing. And I don't think I've missed a week yet. I think I've gone...
You've not missed a week.
I wouldn't have thought it was possible, but it is possible if you mine people for content. Right. StarCityGames.com.
I keep track. You have not missed a week. My job to keep track, but all right, game number 3 underway.
A DiMaggio, Cal Ripken sort of streak going.
Okay, let's not. Here is a chart of course.
Yes.
Ooh, Skyclave Apparition. Okay, so this deck got like a lot of new content as far as cards are concerned from its first time around. Skirk Prospector the draw. Now remember, Authority of the Councils, that means that the card's going to enter the battlefield tapped, all those creatures, and it's going to gain the opponent a life. Prospector, beat down. You gain a life? How about I take that life right back? Your turn. Refurbish. Powerful. Gonna chart a course. Peel 2, discard 1. Grafdigger's Cage as well. Okay, so the hate is plentiful from our Azorius Godpharaoh's Gift player. Just not messing around.
But Cage is kind of a hit or miss proposition. It's not the games that are just about curving out pretty smoothly. And Authority Council is kind of the opposite way, right? Like it doesn't catch you against the combo, but it is good against the beatdowns. And perhaps those two cards together, you kind of have both dimensions covered.
We do want to update our records here as well, if we can. Both these players are 1-0, so we can go ahead and get that. We can go ahead and get that updated on the back end. That'd be dope. Hallowed Fountain, untapped. Cage, all right. Looks good. A Braid, that's an answer. War Chief, ETB tapped. Trigger Authority, and beatdowns. All right. Champion of Wills the draw, Skyclave Apparition the play. Goblin War Chief, see you later. Skyclave Apparition, Patrick. Best white card in
a while.
10 years?
I mean, it has... I was bullish on it before it got released, and it has exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
It has I mean, I think single-handedly is too strong of a term, but it has done a lot to catapult white back into a color you see frequently in Constructed.
Paging Dan the Man. Dan the Man. Both these players are 1-0. Instead of 0-0. 1-0. Love you, Dan the Man. Back to the match.
Was that
Furbish?
Was that live? That went in live?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was just, there's no talkback button.
Okay.
I brought in my talkback button voice, but there is no talkback button. A braid.
That's your talkback voice?
Yeah, that's my talkback voice.
Okay.
A braid. God-Pharaoh's gift is dead. We play on. This goblin is rather wily. Authority of the Councils will trigger, make a treasure token, and we still have a braid at the ready. Okay. Another God-Pharaoh's gift. Powerful. Champion of Wills. All right. Draw 2, discard 2. Gonna discard, looks like maybe a champion. Go ahead.
The Wrath of God in Piper's hand here is just such powerful insurance because it's really hard for Piper to get their doors blown off in one turn with Authority of the Councils. Everything's going to enter the battlefield tapped. Piper is keeping neutral on the battlefield such that Daniel has to commit things or maybe use an abrade on the Skyclave Apparition. And then the Wrath of God is going to just catch so much stuff.
It's true. There's Krenko. Trigger. Yep. Krenko versus Authority of Councils. A strange dichotomy.
Right. It's not even necessary for Piper to pull the trigger on Wrath of God this turn. Even in the face of Krenko, you can just sort of play on.
Strategic Planning and Angel of Invention. The cards drawn there off of the champion. 2 cards are headed to the graveyard. We'll see which 2 are going that way. Looks like Glacial Fortress is going to be 1 for Piper. But we're deep in the tank here a little bit. All right. Strategic Planning now as Angel of Invention joins that Glacial Fortress. And now a couple of lands. Temple of Enlightenment, the best of the bunch. That'll be kept. And that'll be played. Let's trigger on the Scry. Authority of the Councils, well, we don't need a second one of those, so that goes to the bottom. Mystery card hanging out on top. Champion of Wills in the graveyard for... Wait for it. Mechanic. What's the mechanic? Champion of Wills. What is it?
Embalm?
Thank you. Okay.
Is that right?
No, that's not right.
Eternalize.
I wanted to say Unearth, and I knew that wasn't it. And it's not Escape either. Eternalize. Been a minute since I heard that one. Pay to Life. Let's go, champion. Eternalize. I could have just waited till it came back, and it could have looked really smart. Punted there. That's all right. Draw 4, discard 2.
Yeah, now Piper just sort of pivoting to a value game here. And again, I think sort of hoping to navigate to the point where Daniel has to commit some resources, something like a braid on Graphicer's Cage to get some engine going, or whatever, such that the Wrath of God cleans up everything, and then you have a stocked graveyard to work with the leftovers. Not a deterministic win, but a really strong position.
Shatter Skull Smashing is the draw. That's a fun one in combination with Skirt Prospector and a bunch of goblins. Kind of like that.
Yeah, it's interesting because doing it pre-combat means you lose the ability to attack and then use things after the fact, but you can't really attack first into this battlefield. You lose too much stuff. So if Daniel wants to make a move with the summit, I think you got to do it straight away.
Well, we're going to see what's going to happen here for Daniel, who's in not great shape here, given the contents of Piper Powell's hand. And I think I'm kind of into this God-Pharaoh's gift stuff that's going on here, because I like some of the additions here. I mean, I forgot that I haven't actually, for whatever reason, cast Skyclave Apparition yet, but that seems like a huge value add to this deck.
Yeah, you're kind of you want the blend of stuff that lets you play kind of a normal game, and then stuff that is synergistic when it's coming out of the graveyard or doing other stuff. And Apparition's just a lot of both.
We're going to get a lot of triggers here from Authority of the Councils. These goblins are attacking. Most of them are going to die. Though 2 of them are going to trade with each of those Champion of the Wills. So now Krenko has made 8 goblins, and now here comes the Shatter Skull Smashing. And if the Shatter Skull Smashing is going to kill these creatures, it's going to be the best Wrath of God I've ever seen.
Right. Really, the prize is the only awkwardness from Piper's position here was the fact that you don't really want to Wrath of God with the Skyclave apparition. So if you get your Skyclave apparition killed with your opponent committing a card, and then follow up the Wrath of God, that's ideal. So this turn went pretty much perfect from Piper's perspective.
I agree with you. So here is Wrath of God. Wipe it all away. Daniel D'Amato is left with a Krenko and an Abrade, and we can already see there are plenty of answers to the mob boss in Skyclave Apparition and Wrath of God. So, gonna be tough. Looks like we're gonna sacrifice a couple of goblins for a little. That's just one, actually, for red mana. Okay, do nothing with it. Fair enough. Draw a mountain. Krenko, can you save me? We already know the answer is no. But there's the mob boss nonetheless. Piper Powell is going to gain a life, go up to 30, with 3 Champion of Wits in the graveyard. Strategic Planning is the draw. And I don't think there actually is a Godfarrow's Gift in the graveyard to get back. And even though this is going to get blown up, it's still a good turn because so much mana has been found over the course of this game, because Piper Powell has drawn so many cards, that we get to refurbish here. And I was going to say cast Skyclave Apparition, in case it gets blown up, is here strategic planning. But even if Krenko's active for a turn, not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, not in the face of Wrath of God's Skyclave Apparition and Authority of the Council. It's just, the worst that card can do in one turn is covered in a bunch of different ways.
Yeah. So, nope, that gets... Does that get killed by... That gets killed by Sky... No. Why does my brain not work? Skyclave Apparition, do you kill Planeswalkers? Yes, you do. This is a really good Magic card.
Still a good draw step for D'Amato in that it actually necessitates an answer.
Yes. I'm with you on that one.
And Daniel's going to have to chain together a bunch of draws like that to claw back in, because Piper's battlefield does not accurately reflect the number of resources that they have to work with here.
There's a Glacial Fortress. Krenko, make a goblin, give you a life. So kind. Draw. Mountain. The Whiff. Muxus does not save anyone in this spot. Here is Refurbish on Godfarrow's Gift. And if it wasn't over before, which I would say that it was, I would argue that it is over now. Godfarrow's Gift is going to get something back from the graveyard. A lot of options. Looks like it's going to be Angel Invention. Looks a lot like game number 1 here for our Godfarrow's Gift player. And now it makes me wonder, okay, Godfarrow's Gift. I'm looking for a historic deck for the Zendikar Rising Championship, and how well does this line up against maybe Sultai mid-range? Not so sure. Looked good in this matchup, though.
Yes, this has been... I mean, the combination of having an engine that powerful along with Wrath of God is going to be trouble for Goblins.
Seems pretty good, right?
It was, I mean, game number 1, Daniel had about as good of a draw as you can ask for, and it was not enough. Yeah. That game 2, a lot of good resources to work with, but the sideboard cards, Wrath of God, being able to grind the game out, sort of win with the leftovers, really impressive stuff from Godfarrow's Gift.
I agree. It actually looks quite good there. And I think Azorius, if you're going to do a Godfarrow's Gift, it's the way to go. I know that some people previously, before Kaladesh Mastered showed up, were playing Mono Black Godfarrow's Gift. Matt Nass, I think, among them, who made the top 8 of the grand finals, if memory does serve. All these tournaments are blending together for me nowadays. But I digress. We're going to get ready to watch Jonathan Rossum do a little Sultai mid-ranging here in just a moment. Actually, I'm going to check real quick that grand finals top 8. Not Matt Nass. Different tournament. He top 8 with Godfarrow's Gift in something this year. Yeah, that's just like I said. Just kind of all just runs together, unfortunately. Wait, was it? Hold on. It was the Mythic Invitational. Bang! I know because I covered that event. Awesome Rossum gonna be here on camera in just a moment. That's our second feature match. We're also gonna have a little time shifted action here this round as well, we believe. So we're gonna bring as much magic we can, folks. I want to thank you guys for joining us early on this morning. 9. That's almost 10 a.m. where you are. Second cup of coffee there, bud?
Second, yeah.
There you go. How many cups of coffee are we thinking today? 5, 6? On average. How many are we down in per day?
2.
That's it?
I mean, it's still a lot, but yeah, 2.
Oh, okay. That seems like low to me. I've been with you when I've seen Cup 4 before. This is T, by the way.
I mean, you've seen Cup 4 in the fly in, get to the hotel at midnight, wake up at 7. Then I'm just, at the convention center, no food. That's, I try to live a little bit better